He said, I'm going to dress it up. He said, I'm going to call on my God. He cut the sacrifice up and put it out there. He told him, now go get 12 barrels of water. He said, just pour the water around, let it run in the trench. And let it fill it up. And I tell you, when he filled it up, he called on his God. He called on my God. The God that'll answer by fire. And I tell you, the fire came and it lapped up the water. Normally water put fire out. But the fire overtook the water. He said, now my God is God. That's the God that I'm talking about. And I tell you, God told me to tell you, there are different ways that God will speak to us. He don't always come in the way you think he's going to come. He spoke through Rita. He spoke through Katrina. But were we listening? That's the key thing. Were we listening to the voice of the Lord? And he's still speaking. We need to hear what the Lord had to say. And I tell you, I thank God for this opportunity. But here right here, he said, he was talking about when Jezebel, now Taylor brought it down and he explained it to us very good on Wednesday night. When Jezebel told Elijah, he said, I'm going to do to you the same thing that you did to the prophets. And she said, he saw it. He saw that thing. And I'm telling you, when you can see a thing, it's just like having it. I'm telling you, God ain't sending his word just to be sending his word. He's sending his word because he want to bring his word into manifestation. And Sister Taylor been telling us over and over and over again, God said you got to see it first before you actually see it. You got to see it in your mental capacity first before you can see the supernatural, the manifestation of it. God, I see the building. Now I'm just waiting on the manifestation of the building. I'm ready to walk into the building. My God. Jesus. I tell you, Jezebel had him nervous. She put him on a run, y'all. She ran, and this in 1 Kings chapter 19. And I tell you what, he ran and he went into a cave. And when he went into the cave, God said, he spoke to him. He said, what doest thou here, Elijah? That's in verse 9. And God just began to commune with it. He began to talk to him. And he told him, he said, go forth in verse 11. And he said, go forth and stand up on the mount before the Lord. And behold, the Lord passed by. And look at the ways that God can speak to us. He said, a great and strong wind rent the mountain and break in pieces the rocks before the Lord. But the Lord was not in the wind. And after the wind, an earthquake. But the Lord was not in the earthquake. And after the earthquake came a fire. But the Lord was not in the fire. Verse 12 said, and after the fire, a still small voice. We have to be attentive first to hear the voice of God. We have to get ourselves in a frame of mind where we can hear God. God is not always hollering at us. He's not beating us over the head with the word. He said, with loving kindness have I drawn thee. And I'm telling you, late in the midnight hours when the house is quiet, that's when we need to start hearing, listening for the voice of the Lord. Y'all, I'm telling you, God spoke to me through an alarm clock. The alarm clock just got to going off. Tick-tock, tick-tock, tick-tock. I wouldn't get up. The tick-tock started saying, get up, get up, get up, get up. I said, my God. And I needed to get up, but y'all wanted to lay there. And I'm telling you, God said he'll take the foolish things to confound the wise. And y'all, that was foolish to me, but that clock got me up. I'm telling you, that thing started saying, get up, get up, get up. It wasn't no misunderstanding. It was clear, and it was legible, and it was audible where I can understand it. And when I hit the floor, it started back ticking. I said, nobody but God. Nobody but God. Look, I want to skip over here to verse 19 in the same chapter. He said, okay, after this, verse 16 said, and Jehu, the son of Nimshi, shalt thou anoint to be king over Israel. And Elisha, the son of Shaphat of Abimanaholah, shalt thou appoint to be prophet in thy stead, in thy room is what he was saying, in thy stead, in your place. So God was already dealing with Elijah. And when God deals with us, he going to always give you a replacement. God always, he don't want us to get caught in a position and you think that's your position. You don't have no position in God. God will put you in a place, put you there to train your successor and move you on. Ella Taylor was just telling us this morning about going to the next level. You get right here, you get stagnant. Don't you know you holding up somebody from moving into the place where God wants him to be? He told Elijah, he said, now appoint him in your stead, in your room. And I tell you, and it shall come to pass. It shall come to pass. If God said it, you better believe that it is going to come to pass. And the problem that we have as people of God is we want to put a timing on God. God said one day is as 1,000 years, and 1,000 years is as one day. So we got to get out of time. My time, Lord, it's been 2 weeks. You ain't did nothing yet. Well, don't be trying to time God, because if he come when you say come, you may not be ready to get what he got for you.